Hey Kritsi, it's just Seb from AAP today. Obviously a big win, another big win for you guys. What did you kind of make of the result?
Yeah, we started well. Great win for us. I think it's really important that we try and get in many of those wins that we can. And now with us sitting in fourth spot, to try and get the wins against the teams that are below us is really important. Not that any team is easy, there's a lot of great teams still sitting below us, but it was a really good, first quarter that set us up for the rest of the game.
When you were leading by, I think it was 37 points at halftime, what did you kind of say to the side at that break, just to keep them motivated and keep them pushing until the very end?
Well, I just said, look, it's 0-0 when we walk back out there, because we've had a lot of times in games where we might have a lead and then all of a sudden we lose it. So it was really important that we kept up with the energy that we had. And it's about us building. It's about not even about the scoreline. It's about us building in those moments and staying together and making sure the ball continues to move and not let it get scrappy, because sometimes in games like that it can get a little bit scrappy, and we just tried to make sure that we walked out there with the same energy. I didn't think that we did, and that's why I called a timeout pretty quick in that third quarter.
Obviously, we saw you I think this week on Tuesday as well, you put Nia Locke in that starting five instead of Tara Reid. How come you've been doing that, and do you think it's been working for the side having Reid coming off the bench?
Well, Tara had, she was in concussion protocol, like she had a mild concussion, and, Nia brings energy, she brings a spark for us, she does the little things, and that's why I went with her in the starting five, because I felt like we needed some energy at times when we start or through the game, and that's what she does. She's a pro at what she does. She doesn't get caught up in anything. She just does her job, and she's shown the spark that she can give us starting or not starting, and she's taken the opportunity, grabbed it with two hands, and she's been playing well for us.
Yesterday we heard from Ryan Pedrick, from the Perth coach, and he said that right now he's not focused so much on the ladder, but he's more focused on the winning percentage and the amount of losses the side has. I was kind of wondering, what are you kind of focused on? Are you focused on, trying to stay in that top four? Are you more focused on that winning percentage there?
No, percentage doesn't mean anything to me. I think it's a matter of us just building every game, continuing to try and win games, and it's about finding consistency in our team and what we're doing on the floor. I think that's the most important thing for us, and you got to continue to win to stay there, but it's really important that we have that belief within our group and the confidence within our group, and I think it showed in the last 3 games.
Nia, obviously a great match for you today. How have you kind of found playing more of a bigger role in Southside this season?
Yeah, I think ever since I came to Southside, I've really kind of grown on what I've learned from my rookie year, and I think I've really tried to apply that this year. Basketball, 80% of it is mental, and maybe 20% of it is really physical, and so I feel like I've been working on my mental side a lot, and that has helped me have that positivity, be able to pour out to people, and then in turn that just allows me to play freely and just play with the flow of the game. And if my team needs me on the floor, they need me on the bench, either way, every single position has a role, and so I try to play that role very well.
We've seen a lot of the young guns, especially today, step up like you. We saw Manuela get double digits, and also Indy. Why is it that the young guns are really being able to find their form at this point of the season with the Flyers?
Yeah, I think it's just confidence. Right now, the bench, we're playing really well in practice. They're getting after, and I feel like everyone's kind of just doing their part, whether it's coming to practice and staying locked in and focused on the scout, or just coming in and giving energy. I feel like everyone's trying to play their role well right now, and so that's kind of what's been leading to the results of us winning these 3 past games.
And just final question from me. You've got a hard run of games coming up. I think you've got Bendigo and Townsville as well. How important do you think today's win was in setting yourself up just to play those ladder leading teams?
Yeah, these games matter a lot. Like, you can't stay complacent just because you're up 40. I think that's where it kind of tests your character and making sure that, you know, we're continuing to run the things that we know that work in order to continue to separate and then use those, that whatever we've learned throughout those 3 games into games like Townsville and Bendigo. They're tough games, but I think these 3 wins have set us up to be able to go in with confidence in the next 2 games.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Kritsi, your hot start appeared to be a product of some great decision making and assertiveness. How pleased were you with this?
Yeah, really good. It was games like this always worry me, especially when we'd already won 2 in a row. I was worried about my team. I mean, the thing I had on the board is don't be complacent in coming into this game, and I still believe that any of the teams that are below us, you can, if you don't come ready to play, you can lose. So I think that hot start that we had at the start was it really did set us up for the rest of the game, and but it was a matter of trying to continue it and not take our foot off the gas, and I thought we were really good at that at times tonight. Like I think we, like, don't get me wrong, it gets a little bit scrappy at times because they get after you, but I think we handled it pretty well tonight.
It felt like Hayley Peters really helped your side set the tone with a number of offensive rebounds and second chance points. What have you liked seeing from her this season?
Yeah, I think since she's come back from injury, she's really starting to find some form for us. And even when she came here, she had taken pretty much nearly a month off from the WNBA, and then she had Achilles problems, so she was monitored at training. And I think the biggest thing I ask of my group is discipline, and I think that's what's starting to happen now. And now people are getting more touches, and now are finding what works for us on the floor. But she's been really good for us the last 2 games, especially in Sydney and tonight, where she's shooting the ball well. And it comes back to the work that they do away from the court as well, like when we do our indies in the mornings. And you know, my assistant coaches put a lot of work and effort into that, and making sure the players rock up every day and do it. So I think it's really starting to click for the players.
Yeah, cool. And just finally, Naya, how much fun are you having playing as a team right now?
A lot of fun. I think you can see it all over my face. I'm a very energetic. I love to show it, and I feel like that just kind of is contagious, and it gets everybody else out of their shell a little bit, and so I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers, thanks guys.
Thank you. No worries.
Great night.
Thank you, you too.